Never felt that, come on, yeah. Never felt that, come on, yeah. When I never felt that, come on, yeah. You gotta get up.
Welcome to China and Mongolia. Let's begin with surprise landforms. It's always landforms. Mountains, plateaus, plains, and hills. Well, that pretty much sums it up, but let's get specific. You can see the Palmers. I'm assuming that's not how you pronounce it, but from there, several other mountain ranges are going to branch off. Starts in Tajikistan, just in case anybody's curious. Your book gives a little mention of that desert, which I can't pronounce, so we will immediately move on to the Gobi. The Gobi overlaps between China and Mongolia. Lots of dust storms that plague these areas. Very, very little rainfall. A lot of times, usually annual, of less than 3 inches a year. The Himalayan mountains, we have heard of these before, I hope. Also a region I have no chance of pronouncing, so let's move on to the Plateau of Tibet. When we get into the next section and we're talking about culture and politics, there have been quite some turmoil. Okay, China conquered Tibet and Tibet doesn't want to be part of China. But then we have the Manchurian Plain, where lots and lots of the grain will grow. It's a big country with lots of people, but they really don't have that much arable land able to be farmed. Water systems. These are going to originate on the plateau of Tibet because water runs down. The Yangtze River, or the Yellow River, it gets its name because of the sediment. It's this yellowish brown topsoil that carries it, and now you see why. That was from your book, of course. The Shangyang, or the Yangtze River, it empties into the ocean near Shanghai. More than half of China's rice and other grains are watered by that particular river, which is also a major transportation route. There's the Three Gorges Dam. We'll come back to that again in the next section. The Pearl River, because that's much more easy for English speakers like myself to pronounce than XI. Hong Kong and Macau are a couple of the major ports that you will find along that particular river. Those are cool looking cities. The Grand Canal. This has been around forever. It's used for irrigation and transportation. Mongolian rivers are difficult to use, attached to saltwater lakes, are there only there after rain, like the wadis that we talked about in North Africa. And then climate, biomes, and resources. Mid-latitudes are humid subtropical. China is a big place with lots of changes in elevation and areas near water. So we have a subtropical climate there with our mid-latitudes, hot summers, a lot of rain. Our mixed forests, right? Coniferous and deciduous. Bamboo, that's a grass, grows in many of the warmer areas, very fast growing. Some of them grow up to a foot a day. Pandas. There we have a red panda and a great panda. Bamboo is pretty much the staple of their diet. You can also use bamboo for medicine, food, and it's becoming very popular in kitchen flooring in the United States. The mulberry tree, the silkworm. I was always curious about the first person who looked at that caterpillar, saw it weaving a cocoon, and said, I can make a nice coat out of that. North and west are deserts, the Mongolian steppes, the plateau of Tibet. Those a Buddhist monastery in the picture. Hainan Island, these are rainforests. This is a place that I think I'd like to visit. Monsoon climate, which you should know is a wet season and a dry season, and it depends on whether the air patterns are coming in from over the water or coming in from over the mountains. Giant rain shadow. Typhoons, it's a big deal. When you see that coming at you, run. But if you see that coming at you, it's probably already too late. Resources, you can break it down. They've got lots of various resources. Rice was first domesticated in China. China also happens to have the world's largest fishing fleet. That's not all of them.